It is 2024 and you still making your food gross. What's up, guys? I'm here to tell you my seasoning attack for my food, and hopefully you guys will follow suit, so stay tuned. What's up, guys? Larry here. Early morning here in Minnesota. Got an off day from work today. That's always good. Family's still asleep and I need to get back to sleep because we got preschool in about a couple of hours. I need to hustle off my daughter too. So with that being said, we're going to do a quick little video about one of my favorite things, and that is seasonings. So why are seasonings so great? I'm going to put the camera here so you can get a fuller view. Why are seasonings so great? One of the keys to successful dieting is to make your food just simply taste good. Okay, and where a lot of bodybuilders miss the mark is because they're just afraid to season their food. Now, I get it. If you're in competition mode, you're probably already neurotic about what you're putting in your body. You're probably just worried about extra sodium and all that. But if you're early enough in the diet and you are, lean enough, you can still season your food pretty decently. Okay, you don't have to worry about being watery or anything like that when you're 8 weeks out. Okay, you're just trying to get in shape, and what a lot of these seasonings do is that they enhance the flavor of your food. Now, you probably notice I got a lot up here. When I put together, I'm gonna say, for lack of a better term, a clean meal food, I think of myself as a culinary defensive line coach. I got a lot of different looks here, okay? So I want to give my food the fullest flavor. I want to give my food the best taste it can, and every way that I cook requires, in my opinion, a different seasoning or something that's away from the norm. So I want to go through how I structure them and, when would I suggest that you use these for, okay? So you can't really do anything without what I call your tier 1 seasonings or your base seasonings. Here we got granulated garlic, black pepper, onion powder, seasoned salt. These are the seasonings that should probably go on your food no matter what. Period. Bottom line. I am a garlic guy, so I usually gravitate towards the garlic powder or the granulated garlic. This is the Kirkland brand that you can get at Costco. And all of these you can get generic, you can get specialty brands, but usually I just stay with generic and I'm good to go on that. These need to be in everyone's closet. And if they're not in your closet, you're doing it wrong already. I see a lot of fit pros, fit influencers just not seasoning their food and then expect people to be inspired by your unseasoned ass chicken. It don't work like that. Make your food taste good. If you want to inspire people by your consistency in making your food taste good and you looking great, or at least halfway decent. All right. So again, tier 1 seasonings need to be in your closet regardless. Okay. So now let's move on to tier 2, or what I like to call the heavyweight division. So these are the fun seasonings right here. Okay. I have a multitude of looks. So I'm going to go through them one by one. I'm going to talk about the brands, and then I'm going to talk about where you can get them from. Okay, so Rodeo Ranch, Fire and Smoke Society, and Chicka-Licka Bam Bam Bird Rub by Fire and Smoke Society. All right, so the jury is still out on this one. This one needs to be strictly used for off season, and so far I've only found it applicable to be really good on vegetables. I have not used this on the grill. I don't know, and I'm still expanding how I prepare chicken breasts for like a cheat meal, throwing in a little bit of butter, things of that nature. So It says it's great on chicken, pork, fish, vegetables, and garlic bread. I have not tried it on garlic bread. I may do that. It may happen soon. Don't know. But this is made with buttermilk. So this is strictly an off-season thing. So if you're going to use this very sparingly because the calories probably can add up a little bit. It says it doesn't have any fat, but if it's made with buttermilk, there's probably some fat in here that they're not telling you about. I've only found this good on vegetables. But again, Fire and Smoke Society makes great seasonings, and we're going to get into the next one here, which is the Chicka Bam Bam Bird Rub. All right, this is great for the grill, whether it's propane or charcoal. I think this gives the chicken a nice little kick. This is not for beef. I've tried it, just don't use it for beef. It's not very good, but it gives your chicken breast, your chicken thighs, a good amount of a kick to it. It's got some cayenne pepper in here. It's got some garlic. It's got some mustard, thyme, and salt. Really, really good, guys. I highly recommend it if you're putting stuff on the grill. If you're putting stuff in the skillet, it doesn't hit as good, but you know, with that smoke coming up from the charcoal, in my opinion, oh, you just can't mess with it. So yes, this is kind of a must-have if you got a grill, and I would use it just for that. Killer Hogs Barbecue. This is called the AP seasoning. I'm gonna guess that it's for all purpose. So if you don't want to go with the seasoned salt, this is something that you can pick up as well. I found this especially excellent on vegetables. We get a big bag of spring vegetables and a vegetable medley from Costco. Off season, you know, obviously just season it up. Just season up your pan with some Pam so the vegetables don't stick. But you know, since I got kids, I use a little bit of Kerrygold butter, throw it up in there, psh, boom, sprinkle that on, and you can use this liberally. Keep in mind, this is super salty. It's super salty. So if you're in the off season and you know you have a heavy and hard workout coming up, if blood pressure isn't an issue, I would absolutely go with this, and I would kind of be liberal with it. You know, I have no problem telling people that if you know you got a long workout ahead, and you know if you got a really heavy workout ahead of a meal, use your salts liberally. Hydrate that muscle. Get it swelled up. Because if you're going to be in the gym for a long time, you're going to deplete yourself. It's going to happen. You can't avoid it. You can't fight it. So with like sodium-based seasonings or stuff that's like seasoned salt, use it liberally. It will help you. All right. But this tastes pretty good. Again, I like this on vegetables. Meat is okay. I'm not the biggest fan of it on meat, but veggies, yes, 100%. All right, so we got Rectech, Chef John's Soul Powder, Hot Lemon Pepper. Okay, I'll be honest with you. The previous ones I got at either Walmart or Cub Foods. But this one, you need to go to your local Ace Hardware and you need to go into the grilling section, because I'm telling you right now, that's where any grilling section, whether it's Walmart, Home Depot, Ace Hardware, they are going to have the keys to the kingdom for your food. 100%. No lie. If you don't believe me, go today and you'll see. But this right here, okay, so I made some fried catfish last night. I put it on one of the fillets. For me, oh my God. Probably some of the best catfish I've ever made. And I'm not even exaggerating. And I've made a lot of catfish. I'm wary of putting this on anything outside of catfish, but I'm willing to try it. But for right now, this is going to strictly be my fish seasoning, whether it be orange roughy, whether it be cod, especially if I grill it or put it on a griddle. So this is what I'm going to be using for my fish, and I recommend that you guys check it out. Again, this is from Rectech, and this is the Chef John's Soul Powder Hot Lemon Pepper. Moving on. All right, so these ones right here, these are kind of like my babies, right? You know, Fire and Smoke Society, I enjoy a lot, but Kinder's has just taken stuff to a different level. So we're going to start off with the smoked onion. Guys, if you're not a fan of regular onion powder, this is something you want to take a look at. This is great. As soon as you open up and as soon as you smell it, it's literally like you can smell the smokiness and you're just ready to hit the grill with it. This is probably one of the best, and I'm not a big fan of onion powder. I use it, but I'm just not a fan of onions in general. But this right here, this made a believer out of me. Kinder's makes really good food, or not food, really good seasonings for food. So if it's something that you're curious about with them, if it's something that you want to try, you will not lose. I will say, if you have a citrus allergy, that tequila lime that they do have, that packs a powerful punch, and it's a more emphasis on the lime than it is the tequila, so keep in mind that. All right, but Kinder smoked onion, this can go on anything, by the way. Chicken, steak, fish, not so much veggies, but chicken, steak, fish, your meats. Oh, yes, 100%. Citrus and garlic with jalapeno. Again, this is another fish seasoning. Anything with citrus, guys, you want to keep away from your chicken and from your steak. I have found out that I do not like lime on my chicken or steak or anything like that. So anything with citrus is going to basically just be a fish seasoning. And coming up here, I'm going to be having a lot of white fish. So with that being said, I have 2 fish seasonings, and I can just rotate it in and out, and then I have also additional fish seasonings. Fish is kind of one of those funny things that you have to season it right for it to be palatable. I'm a salmon guy, I make no mistake about it, but at a certain point in the diet, salmon is not feasible for a lot of people, so you gotta have your fish seasonings to make it taste good. So again, anything with citrus probably just needs to go on fish. However, I did try this on a steak. Not terrible, not preferred. So we'll go with that. This is a game changer. I was talking with a friend of mine online about it. The wood-fired garlic. Even if you use garlic powder as your base seasoning, the wood-fired garlic adds another flavor and adds another dimension to your food. Okay? It's smoky. That's what I like about it. I like stuff that smells smoky and reminds me of the outside and reminds me of being on top of a fire, just turning meat. I just love it. Pause. It's something about those seasonings that you know when you put it on your food and when you take it off the grill, it's just gonna be phenomenal. I've used this in a skillet. It is great. Alright, so you guys need to try this. Now, this is another all-purpose seasoning, and I like it a lot. The family, it's been a big hit with family, and it's the Luton Booty Barbecue Everything Rub. So yes, it's a rub, but also at the same time, you can sprinkle it on top of your food that you put inside of a skillet, an oven, or anything like that. You notice that it's kind of two-tone. All right, shake it up, mix it, get it in there. All right, it's kind of caked up at the bottom too, so that's the thing. You gotta shake it up, and now look at it, good and orange. All right, but guys, I have to communicate. Anything with a rub, all right, and maybe a couple of these others, you have to see how much sugar is up in there. If you're on a strict diet where you can't have a couple of degrees of variance with the seasonings that you do have in regards to carb count, a lot of these are probably not going to be for you. However, if you're early enough in your diet and you can kind of calculate, okay, I'm going to use this much and it contains this amount of carbs, then go from there. Most of these per serving, and you're looking at probably a tablespoon or a teaspoon, they'll have around about 3 to 6 grams. 6 grams is kind of high for a teaspoon of seasoning. So guys, I just want to make sure that you understand that you need to accommodate for that within your diet framework. Now, as far as the powders go, as far as the granulated garlic goes, be all out with that. Season it up, because you're not going to get any extra calories from it. But with a lot of these rubs, you are. But I know I did a video about what I was using back then when I was in Omaha. Well, this is what I'm using now. And I haven't even dug into getting anything from Spiceology, because once I do, oh boy, it's going to be completely on and popping. Guys, you got to make your food taste good. You have to make your food taste good. Bodybuilding is a thing of repetition. Everyone says that. I'm a recreational guy. I haven't competed in a number of years. But for me to at least live the lifestyle and at least get a couple of clean meals in during the week, I gotta make it taste good. You can't just take chicken out the damn pack and just throw it on the skillet and then be like, okay, I'm gonna put some salt on here and have it with some rice and I'm gonna be good. No, you're gonna hate your life. And then you're gonna wonder why you're single, because you don't season your damn food. Man or woman, it don't matter. Guys, make your food taste good. Stay on your damn plan. If you don't know how to season your food, get with somebody you got that can season your food. Get a black friend. I don't know. Get a Latino friend. They know how to season food. Goya, adobo seasoning. That gets the party started real fast. All right, let's eliminate the excuses of, well, I don't know how to season my food. It's 2024. We don't have any excuses to not make our food taste good. Okay? Alright. So, that's your bodybuilding uncle talking. But yep, that's what I'm using right now. And, we'll add a couple more to that. But yeah, I'm excited to share it with you. I want everyone's food to taste excellent. Excellent. Shouldn't be consuming nasty food in 2024. That's it, guys. I gotta get to bed. Gotta wake up in about an hour and a half or so, about an hour, and shuffle people off to where they need to go, and do the dad thing. Trained last night, felt really good, but I got another day of fasting because, again, 2 weeks in Ramadan, we're coming up on the last 10 nights, and just kind of focused on that. But work still got to get done. So like, subscribe to the channel, guys. I appreciate you all. If you pick these up and you try these on your food, please come back, tell me, and let me know how you like it. If you tried Spiceology, let us know in the comments. Let us know what you think of it and what your favorite one is, so we can pick it up. All right? Until next time, y'all have a good one. Take care.